Hello all you buds, plants, and compost out there. I hope you're all doing fantastic, whatever stage you are in life. I hope it's treating you well. So I look gorgeous today. I'm not gonna lie, like it looks better close up, of course, but I colored my hair again. I went from light green and yellow, which is my favorite hair color of all time, to purple, which faded to a really nice blue. So I colored it more blue about 2 weeks ago and it didn't work out so well. So I put the green on top of the blue and I thought it would turn out turquoise, but it just turned green again. And look how curly it is. What? This hair color that I'm using does magic for my hair. I don't know, every time I use it I'm like, whoa. If you want to see a tutorial for how I did this makeup, like the eye makeup, it's up on Instagram, follow me. Jumping into the video at 1 minute. Today we're going to talk about something really exciting that's coming up. So if you already haven't guessed it, this is the owls that are coming up. This is my reading journal. This is really annoying. I'm really sorry about it. It is a month-long readathon hosted by Book Roast, and she does it every year, but this is my first year joining because I started watching like the video where she started explaining it the other year, last year. But I guess I got so confused and there were so many things to like keep track of that I just decided not to do it. And this year I'm like, no, one of my resolutions is to join more read-alongs and readathons. I have looked at our prompts. I know what career I'm choosing. If you want to understand how everything's happening, I recommend checking out her video. But I have chosen Hogwarts professor as my career, mostly because it fits like all the books that I want to read, and it's also a very open profession because you need 7 owls, a subject you wish to teach, and then Defense Against the Dark Arts. Oh damn, Defense Against the Dark Arts? Is that the one I missed? Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm going to be a Hogwarts professor somehow. I'll get Defense Against the Dark Arts too, as well as 5 additional subjects of your own choice, which I think is amazing. The key traits is patience, authority, dedication, sense of responsibility, and humor, which are all traits that I think I have, even though they don't like really define me. Like I wouldn't describe myself like that, but I think I like possess all these traits. Plus, I think I would be a really good teacher if I ever became one. Might at some point. Yes, so then there's all these subjects and all the prompts for the different subjects. So that doesn't really make sense for all of you. You choose a profession that needs certain subjects, then you have to read all the books that fits the prompts for that subject. And I have chosen 9 books so far. I do have a problem with the Defense Against the Dark Arts. I'm going to just update you guys that at the end of the month because Defense Against the Dark Arts, the prompt is to read a book that's taking place or close to the sea or in the sea or the coast. I have 1 book for that, but I don't want to read it. It's only one on my TBR, but we'll see. Maybe fate will decide. So I just wanted to give a disclaimer. 4 minutes into the video, I have a lot of books here, and if this quarantine continues, I might be able to read it. If not, I'll definitely not finish these. So, very ambitious, in other words. I will take it in order. The first subject is arithmancy, and the prompt is magical qualities of number 2. Balance/opposites. Read something outside of your favorite genre. And for this, I have chosen The Secret Garden. So I also found someone who I can buddy read this with, and it's also going to be my classic of the month, which is really exciting. I love buddy reading. It's going to push me to get to this. And what the genre is, I'm guessing classic it is, otherwise it's contemporary. I don't really read any of those genres, so I'm excited to get to this finally. The next one is astronomy, which is, the prompt is night classes. Read the majority of this book when it's dark outside. And for this, I have the perfect book. This is Spin. I don't know if it's the sun goes out. I don't think it's the sun. I think that all the stars disappear and then something happens. So it's very dark throughout this book and kind of like light has gone out. I don't want to know more about it because I've heard that it's really good and I just got it, so I'm really excited to get to it. And I thought it was thick, but it's only like 500 pages, which is, I mean, fairly thick, but it's not like, ugh, you know? So I think it's a perfect book to read for this. Really excited. Then we have Care of Magical Creatures, and for this the prompt is Hippogriffs, a book with a creature that has a beak. So for this I had 2 options, but I ended up going with This Is How You Win the Time War. It's fairly short as well, and it's also like a book that I got recently. I'm really excited about this. I heard it's so weird, but it's also sci-fi, and I love the title. I'm kind of fan of the cover as well. I'm really excited to get for this. I think it's the perfect book. It also has 2 beaks, double prompt achievement. Also, I want to mention Care of Magical Creatures is going to be the subject that I choose to teach. So I'm studying to be a Hogwarts professor teaching Care of Magical Creatures, which I think is perfect for me. Then I will be doing Charms, and for this one I think it's Lumos, a book that has a white cover, and I chose one that I definitely would consider a white cover. This is Tyrant's Throne. There is some purple, but you know, it is white. So I choose this one. This is the 4th book in the Greatcoats Quartet, and it's the last one. I'm so excited to finish the series. Like, I literally cannot wait. So excited. I'm so sad when this is gonna be over. It's also quite thick, guys. I'm just telling you, this is such an ambitious TBR. It's like 600 pages. We'll see what happens. Okay, so this is one I actually needed, which is Defense Against the Dark Arts, which is like, why would you need that as a Hogwarts professor, you know? But for that one, I don't have one because I completely forgot about it. Oh man. I have one book that I'm looking at my TBR shelf now, and I know that would fit, and that is Mad Ship, but this book is the 2nd book in the Ship of Magic. I wasn't even planning on continuing with the series. It's like 800 pages, plus I have a lot of like other books in this TBR, so I'm not gonna get to this. I'm thinking I have to find a comic that has something to do with sea. Wish me luck, and give me recommendations if you know any comics that are like that, or audiobooks that would fit that, because I need that if I want to do my newts. After that, oh man, now comes the nerve-wracking one. Now we do divination. So I assign numbers to all my books, and I do a random number generator who decides what book I should read, and I have to read that because it's fate. I'm a little nervous. I have 120 TBR books. I could pick out a few and then number those and then do the number generator, but I want to be like complete fate, you know? So I'm gonna go on random number generator. Okay, I haven't clicked it yet, but this is random number generator 1 between 20. Are you kidding? It's 120? That means that I'm going to be starting Narnia this month, I guess. I'm gonna read them in not the publishing order, I'm gonna read them in the chronological order because my editions are numbered with the chronological order. I was gonna start and read this year, but you know, I guess I didn't plan it next month. I guess we're doing it next month. Narnia. Then we have Herbology, which is Mimbus Mimbletonia, a book that starts with an M. And this one I was gonna read another book, but then I remembered that I got this one in the mail, which is so lucky. This is Minecraft The Crash. So I only have 2 books that start with an M, so thank God for this. This is the 2nd book in the Minecraft novels. I'm really excited to get to this. I'm so happy. I got a prompt that works for this book. Really excited. Clearly. Then we have History of Magic, and for that one, I'm gonna look at it. Witch Hunts, book featuring witches and wizards. So I had a little bit of a struggle this one, but I realized I have to read A Wheel of Time during this month, and I think Wheel of Time is like wizard and witches, you know? It's not like it says it's a wizard, it's a witches, but they do magic. So I'm gonna be reading the 6th book in The Wheel of Time. I'm currently reading the 5th one. Oh, it's so thick. They're like 1,000 pages each now. It was so nice to remember when it was only like 800. Good times, good times. So I'll be reading the 6th book of The Wheel of Time called Lord of Chaos. The witches in it is called like Aes Sedai. Aes Sedai? I always thought it was Aes Sedai. Aes Sedai? Aes Sedai. Don't know. Then we have Muggle Studies. Muggle Studies, a book from the perspective of a Muggle, aka a contemporary. And for this, I'm reading The Goldfinch, which is also really thick. Guys, wish me luck. This line is really bothering me. I'm so sorry. It's gonna be a struggle next month, but I have 2 people that I'm reading this together with, like the buddy reading, which is amazing because otherwise I would die, honestly. I wanted to wait to read this until I wanted to wait to watch the movie until I read this. So I'm really excited to get to it. Then we have potions, and the prompt for the potions is shrinking solution, book under 150 pages. I did also struggle with this one, but I wanted to read a comic. This is the Steel Prince Knight of Nights. This is the second comic in the Darker Shades of Magic comics. I chose this one. It's, I think, the only comic I have that's under 50 pages, under 150 pages. It's 114, I believe, and it's also the one I probably will struggle most with actually picking up, and that's why I chose it. The first one was fine. I hope this one's better. Then last one we have Transfiguration, and it is a animagus lecture, which I actually think, now that I'm thinking of it, I feel like animagus lecture, even though it is like a transformation, I feel like that would be in the dark arts though. I'm gonna have to look that up. Book or series that includes shapeshifting. And for this one, I'm finally gonna pick up this book, Fly on the Wall by E. Lockhart. I've been wanting to pick up this for so long, and it's short, and it's about this girl that turns into a fly, inspired retelling of Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. Amazing. So excited. Want to read this. Done. Damn, I'm gonna read so many books the next month. If I don't read these, it's gonna be okay. I will survive. That's like 10 books, and I didn't even include the dark arts that was needed for this. Whew. So that was my April TBR, TBR. I hope you enjoyed, and I want you guys to comment down below if you're joining the read-a-thon, what books you're reading, what profession you want to study to become. If you want to buddy read any of these, then hit me up on Instagram and we can make that happen. I hope you're all taking care of yourself, giving yourself love, your family love, all of it. Love. My hair is gorgeous. Bye!